my 2017 bucket list. My 2017 bucket list.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. So my name is Bev. Obviously, I've been introduced. So I'm going to be talking about my 2017 bucket list, which started way back in the year 2016. I had this dream of going to America, and I wanted to speak on an international stage. I wanted to speak at the Generations United conference, which is for those who work with both young people and with seniors, and it's focused on connecting generations. So I thought, this is what I really want to do. How can I achieve this big, massive bucket list? So I thought, okay, grants. I'll apply for grants. So I applied for the Churchill Fellowship, and this got me in contact with so many wonderful people in both the United States and both Europe. And after speaking to these people, I was just like, oh, I really, 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 really want to do this. And I was so excited. And so I got help from my university lecturer. I got help from my students. I got help from my interns. I got help from volunteers to craft this big, massive application. And then I pressed submit. I was like, oh, wow, I wanted fireworks. I wanted something exciting. About 2 weeks later, I was waiting, and come on, I'm gonna get to the interview stage. And I got that message saying, oh, unfortunately, this time around, your application has been unsuccessful. And I was a bit devastated. Then I thought, like this. So I thought, okay, how am I gonna achieve this? Wow. Second option was to do 4 jobs. My sanity was crazy. I worked in mental health. I worked in disability care. I had 2 customer service jobs at 2 major sporting stadiums. If you looked at my diary, everything was highlighted. Every single hour I needed to highlight. And you know, if I didn't have my diary, I was totally lost. There was even a stage when I went to the right workplace in the wrong uniform. I was a bit embarrassed, but lucky for me, it was one of my major sporting stadium jobs. So they had plenty of uniforms. They laughed at me. They're like, you're insane. I'm like, yes, I am. So from there, you know, it started from November through to March, and I was insane. But I did it. I had saved $10,000. I felt rich. I felt like over the moon. That was the biggest amount of money I had ever saved in my whole entire life. I felt like a millionaire. And then I went to the flight centre, and I bought my tickets to America. And I was just like, OMG, that's so freaking cool. So I was excited. Not only was I speaking at the Generations United conference in Milwaukee, but I was flying to Atlanta, where I was going to meet one of my favourite idols, Megan Jane. He's the founder of Ageless Interaction. That's another social enterprise that works with connecting young people and seniors at day centres. They get together, do these amazing artworks. And then I also got the opportunity to fly to North Carolina and hang with all these like museum professionals. Like, I didn't even work in the museum, but I was attending. And, you know, it was kind of cool. Like, I was there at this conference with all these professionals, and I got to pretend I was really professional. And I got to learn about these amazing programs that focus on being in the moment, that focus on people connecting as humans, forgetting about disease, forgetting they have Alzheimer's, forgetting they have dementia, forgetting where they are and who they are, but just focusing on the moment. And I was, luckily enough, I was able to go back to North Carolina, went there 2 times, Duke University, at the National Museum, and I got to go on their tour, and it was kind of cool. It was called the Reflections Tour. I got to hang with Brittany and Jessica, who organised the tour. These are people who I was like talking to an email, like, oh my God, you're so real. I was excited because I got to hang with these people that I'd got to know through emails. And I got to go on this journey, and it was kind of cool. Like, you started off and you walked in, and this massive, awesome museum at the university, and you got to see these awesome paintings on meditation, and it had this theme of Tai Chi, and you got to see these people doing Tai Chi, and you got to see the people from the day centres interact, and their focus was on the picture, not on the history behind the picture, just being in the moment, not having the care in the world. And it was really cool to see that social interaction in that part of community. So I got to see that, and I got to achieve my bucket list. That was pretty cool. And obviously, I got to speak at Generations United conference in Milwaukee, and that was pretty cool, but unfortunately, they had me at the end of the day, because I end with Wilkinson, which means I get to go at the very end, and I was from Australia, so I'm on the outside of the world. So I had all these people half asleep going, oh my God, when's this going to end? And I'm like, I've got to wake you guys up. So I just thought, I had this speech prepared. I thought, bugger it, I'm going to bring Milwaukee to you. So I showed everyone this picture. This picture of a local artwork in Milwaukee. And I asked everyone, so, where do you think this picture's from? Where do you think this artwork is from? And they said, oh, no, it looks like a really cool Art Deco area. Maybe it's from New York, or maybe it's from San Francisco. And hey, it's from Milwaukee. It's from here. And they're like, okay, cool. And I said, you know what, my very first impressions of Milwaukee was a bit scary. I stayed at Airbnb, and it was in a bad neighbourhood. So when I walked out my Airbnb, I was determined to go to the dollar store. I wanted porridge, why not? So I walked down the street, and I saw these people yelling at each other, and I remembered, oh my gosh, people can have guns in America. And I was kind of wetting myself, but I thought, oh, I want to go to the dollar store anyway, I don't care. So I walked past, and I was like, oh, this is kind of scary. And it was kind of weird, just, and it sounds really bad, like it was mainly Black American, and I was the only white girl walking down the street, so I was just like, oh, please don't kill me, you have guns, we'll go to the dollar store. And then I saw this, and I thought, this isn't too bad. Like, these people are able to create this in an environment which seems scary at first. There is really a gem in the rough. And I said, I feel like I'm that gem in the rough. Like, I keep applying for grants. I don't get there, but I thought, fuck it, I'm going to keep going. So I said, if you have a dream, you can just do that. You can go, bugger it, I am going to do it. So, in conclusion, I say, bugger everything. If you want to do everything, go for your dreams. Make things happen. Go a bit cuckoo, but you can do it.